Simply Don, the Twitch channel. It's been seeming more and more it's been proven that more and more young America is tuning in to this channel to get their Twitch shows. And today is one of my favorite shows. This is the Mary Jane Show. And here she is, your host of the fucking show. One of the hottest pieces of ass in the world today. This is Mary Jane.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mary Jane Show. First, we will start out with fixing my light, and then we will go into opening show banter. And then we will slide right into mid-show banter, where you might get some sports updates and wonderful play-by-plays from the legendary voice of sports, Don Barris. And then we will have a countdown clock from mid-show banter to closing show banter. And then a grand finale with closing show banter. Thank you all for joining us today on the Mary Jane Show. I hope you're enjoying a lovely Saturday afternoon, and thank you for sharing with us. And I will now introduce the host and creator of all things Simply Don, Mr. Don Barris. Bravo, 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 bravo. Very pretty girl, Don.
Oh, thank you. I woke up and I watched the Liberty lose to the Minnesota Lynx, which is a loss for Mary Jane on the Mary Jane six pack. And after that, I went to sleep for a while, and I had a dream that this show was interrupted by a group of people that I don't think I'm supposed to mention their names.
The Cult of Galactus.
What's that?
Is it the Cult of Galactus?
I don't know what that is, but no, I don't think it is.
Okay. So that's people from the Fantastic Four that worshipped Galactus and climbed
No,
down after
it
everything.
definitely wasn't them.
No.
Very exciting. Thank you, Don. And now I'd like to introduce the best moderator in the business, always here, giving 150%, if not more. Big hand for Omanji.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Omanji. How's it going?
Doing good. Doing good. How's everything there?
Oh, just fine, thank you.
Awesome.
I had a dream that this show was interrupted by a group
Okay,
of
I'm
people.
not sure if I want to inquire about that, and I'm not sure if I want to know what you're talking about.
Is that because you don't like me?
No, 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 no. I just don't understand what would be so scary for the show to be interrupted. By whom?
Let's just say that person came on the air and he's taken things before.
Oh, okay. The C word that's not to be named. We will change the subject and have a happy Yeah, Mary Jane show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're having a bit of disturbing opening show banter, but we will smooth it right into happy Saturday opening show banter. Are we on both networks, Omanji? Oh, there we
Yes.
go. Okay. A. Smith says chorizo and eggs cooking now, placing it on a delicate hamburger bun. That sounds lovely.
Very good.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Oh, we have the mustache. We officially have a pretty girl with a very pretty girl mustache. We will be addressing some drama tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. on the Mitch and Friends show. We received videos of Romina catching Mitch being super duper duper creepy and obsessed with Don and his mustache.
Yeah,
So we have that. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm starting to think this Mitch is kind of an a-hole.
La la la, I like to sing because there's copywritten stuff on TV. La da 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 da. Oh, good.
Do we have a game going on for the six pack right now?
Yeah, I think we got a couple. I'm trying to. Let me just see here. I think. Oh, whoa. Well, the Dodger game doesn't start till 6. Yeah. So,
Have you seen the Detroit score yet?
what is the Detroit score?
It's the bottom of the third. Detroit is up 2-0 on Minnesota. And it's 2 outs in the inning as well. So Casey Mize is pitching today. He's already got 4 Ks in 2 innings.
I'm voting for him to win.
I am as well.
But in another game that we have, in the Mary Jane six pack, is the New York Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals. In the first inning, New York took a 2-0 lead, and then it became 2-1. It is now, and then it was 5-2. Now it's 5-3.
Wow, you're a very pretty girl, Don.
Aaron Judge hit a home run, his 39th. So we're waiting for the Dodgers. In an earlier Mary Jane six pack, the New York Liberty played the Minnesota Lynx. In that game, the Liberty was given 2 points, and through the game it seemed like the Liberty was winning by a couple points here and a couple points there, and then they eventually lost by 6. So it's a loss for Mary Jane right now in this game. It's 5-3, but they have 1 out, and a guy just stole second base. So they've got a guy in scoring position with 1 out. And it looks like the Dodger game, which is the other game today on the Mary Jane six pack, doesn't start till 6 p.m.
And who are they up against right now? I forget.
The Dodgers are playing
Padres.
the Padres.
Yeah.
Both tied for first in the National League division that they're in.
Padres aren't really starting their best today, though. Wow. 5-10 and 4.52 ERA.
Who did you predict to win?
I believe I picked the Padres,
You know,
but I didn't check their starters first, but oh well.
Let's see what you did. All right, Mary Jane is 0-1 right now. And as I look to see what Old Man G is, Mary Jane or Old Man G went with the Lynx, and they won. So right now, Old Man G is 1-0. He also went with the Yankees, and he also did go with the Padres, or he didn't. Mary Jane went with the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Every time I pick the Yankees, they lose. Every time.
Well,
So I'm going to start picking them from now on, I guess. I'll show them what for.
that's one way to do it for sure.
The Brewers are trying to keep their streak alive. They're down 2-1 to Cincinnati right now.
2 outs now, guys. Struck out.
The Reds look like they're in the chase for a wild card spot.
Really?
Yeah, they're a game behind the Mets.
For the last playoff spot?
Yep. They're 4.5 games behind the other two teams that are probably a lock. St. Louis is trying to creep in there. They're 61 and 62, but Cincinnati's literally at 1 game back. So I thought they were garbage this year.
Very pretty girl.
Thank you.
So we are having fun in our opening show banter. I guess there was a programming error and got to the sports updates before mid-show banter, but that's okay. We can continue.
I don't know. Aaron Judge may have 2 home runs in this game.
He's still 6 behind that guy from Seattle if he does. He has 1 as far as the stat sheet says, unless he just got 1.
Well, they scored a 3rd run, and they were in the break. They were showing him hitting the ball, and then they showed him giving a high five to somebody like he had scored a run. But that could have been from the first home run. So what's going on, Mary Jane?
You're a very pretty girl today. Very, very pretty girl.
Tell us something that people don't know.
Okay. Very exciting shirt you're wearing today. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Have you ever seen this movie, Mary Jane?
Yeah, yeah. And I know who didn't see this movie.
I can tell you somebody who didn't see it either. He goes
Who?
by the name of Old Man G.
You have not seen it, Old Man G?
I have not.
Oh, I was going to say.
And I found out
Mhm.
that Old Man G is not his real name. It's a nickname.
That's the name he presents to us. So, I mean,
But it's a nickname. It's not his real name.
yeah, but millions of people have abused the internet, so you can't and don't want to be misconstrued as doxing someone. So, this is kind of a tiptoey area.
Was I doxing you, Old Man G? If that's your real name?
Not directly, no. But you may have presented a challenge.
To who?
People out there.
What's the challenge exactly?
To try to find my real name now.
Okay, I don't know what this means, but Tyler Durton says Bill Ripken Fuckface.
Okay, that is not his real name. Monica Lopez. Hello, Mary Jane, Don, and everyone.
Hello, Monica Lopez. Thank you for joining us last night on the Pretty Girls Show.
Monica Lopez, the way you said that was almost like on Gilligan's Island when they didn't mention the professor or Marianne, and they said, and the rest here on Gilligan's Isle. You could have said Old Man G. I really wish you would correct that. Okay. Thank you isn't what I wanted you to say hello to Old Man G. It would only seem fair. You work with him every week on the Pretty Girl Show. What do we have to do later, Mary Jane? Is there something else today?
Day? No, I don't think there's any plans today.
What is tomorrow then?
Tomorrow you have a fitting that we don't need to say anything more about. Then we have the Mitch and Friends show, and then I believe we have a birthday dinner for somebody
Oh,
anonymous.
that's right. We can't say who that person is.
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to. It's Mommy tomorrow.
Yes. Super fun and exciting.
And Mummy is not her real name.
You're a very pretty girl, Dawn. Very pretty.
Mary Jane,
Yeah.
is that your real name?
Yeah. John Barris, is that your real name?
Yes, it is. After my stepfather adopted me, yes.
Okay. Very pretty girl.
Yeah, I am.
What's the rest of the criteria, Old Man Jeep, till we slide into mid-show banter?
I think you can just do it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the Mary Jane Show mid-show banter, starting now.
I feel different.
Now, in mid-show banter, we can have some sports play-by-plays, and/or it's now time for the sports updates from the Mary Jane Six Pack, which is every single Friday night right here on twitch.tv/simply on the Twitch and YouTube A with the Circle SDTPN 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on The Pretty Girl Show, starring Dawn Barris, the prettiest girl ever.
Thank you. 13 game. All right. What team is this, Omenji? 13 game win streak.
Brewers.
Hold on. Let me finish before you give an answer. They were 28-4 the last 32 games. This is their best stretch in their history. 2 win streaks of 11 games so far this season. Who am I talking about?
I'll still say the Brewers.
Well, you're right.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, you're right.
Do we have any games on right now for mid-show? Oh, okay, it's vitamin time.
And we've got the New York Yankees trailing the St. Louis Cardinals 5-3. St. Louis is up. All right, you want a little
Oh, yes, please.
Nolan Gorman is at the plates. First time up, he walked. We're in the bottom of the third, and we got an 0-1 count, and here Pride is doing something with his belt. He might be putting some fucking heroin in his belt buckle. And here's the pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Strike! He's 0-2. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the third. The Cardinals lead this game over the Yankees 5-3. Bottom of the third. All right, here's the 0-2 pitch. Where does he go? Does he pitch him outside? Old Man G, yes or no?
No.
All right, he's looking at the catcher's sign. Did catcher just give him the middle finger? And here's the pitch. Curveball, strike 3. And that's the end of the inning. Yankees get out, and they still trail 5-3. Baseball Night in America on Fox.
Very pretty girl.
The only other game today in the Mary Jane 6-pack is the Dodgers and the San Diego Padres.
Okay, and what time does that start?
I believe 6 o'clock.
Ooh, very pretty girl.
And some other scores around the country. The Mets beat Seattle 3-1. Wu from Seattle pitched 6 innings, his 24th straight start. McLean pitched his first game as a rookie, and he won. So that's got to be good for him. He's got to be happy about that. Boston beat Miami. Is Miami your favorite team, Old Man G?
Yes.
And they lost today.
Yeah, they lost yesterday as well.
Did they? I'm sorry. I'm sorry on both those things. Sorry about the loss yesterday, and I'm sorry about the loss today.
Thanks.
The Red Sox. You know, the one thing about the Red Sox that I've never liked, I had a friend that I found very dear to me. She could not spell Sox because of the way the White Sox and the Red Sox spelt Sox, which was incorrect. But she didn't know that. And she was such a damn sports fan when she was a kid.
Sounds like discrimination.
Against Mary Jane?
Whoever it was you were talking about.
It was Mary Jane.
Oh, I'm sorry that happened, Mary Jane.
Thank you. It's very traumatic. It's very nice of Don to bring it up every chance he gets.
I don't bring it up every chance I get. I hardly even remember that when you were a kid, you couldn't spell Sox because the White Sox and the Red Sox spell it S-O-X. When it's, how do you spell it, Mary Jane? Let's see if you know, if you learned anything.
Stalkings.
Okay, Cincinnati Reds are beating Milwaukee 2-1. That could bring an end to this long streak. She just threw it in that bag. She doesn't give a shit. She doesn't give a shit. Houston is beating Baltimore in the top of the 5th inning, 3-0. It's the top of the 5th. Povich for Baltimore has pitched the entire game. He's pitching a shutout. And it always looks good when you ask a guy after, I heard you were pitching in the major leagues today. How'd you do? And if the guy says I pitched a shutout, that's usually a good thing.
People usually say congratulations.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And shake his hand.
I didn't know about that.
There's a couple extra perks.
Atlanta's beating Cleveland, which I don't know if it helps the Tigers, but the Tigers will go up another game if they win today, and Cleveland loses, and Atlanta's beating them 5-1 in the top of the 4th. So we got a lot of time left. Let's drop in on Cincinnati and Milwaukee. This one guy for Cincinnati is up to bat. He seems like he wants to get a hit. Guy from Milwaukee throws it outside. Ball 1. In Baltimore and Houston, Baltimore is now behind 3-2. Remember we were talking about the shutout he was throwing? Now they're no longer throwing a shutout. Kansas City has beaten Chicago White Sox. That's SOX 3-0. That when Mary Jane was a child, I don't know if I've ever told the story. She thought that's how you spelled socks, and then she was told by who was the teacher? Do you remember the teacher that told you were wrong with that?
No.
But do you think it taught you something?
Yeah. Don't play with baseball cards.
Oh, is that where you found it? It wasn't from watching games? You watched it because you were watching. Oh, in the top of the fifth, the Detroit Tigers are beating Minnesota 2-0. Carpenter has a home run. Torkelson has an RBI. Mize has pitched 4 innings of no hit or no run ball. Even though the Tigers and Minnesota game is not part of the Mary Jane 6-pack, I give a shit about that because I'm a Detroit Tiger fan.
Very pretty girl.
And I think going into today, the Tigers were 6.5 games above the Cleveland Indians, who are in second, 6.5 games behind. Right now, Detroit is winning, and Cleveland is losing. So they could go and they could be at the end of today, they could be 6.5 games up, or 7.5.
Super duper exciting. That is wonderful. Thank you, Don.
You're welcome. Uh-oh, that sounds like some magic just happened.
Where?
You didn't hear that sound?
Oh man, gee, what's he talking about?
We just got a follower on YouTube. Severely Limited has followed. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Yes, we do.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome.
Because from what I understand, this is a numbers game.
And what else you can see here on A with the Circle SDTPN tomorrow, 5:30 p.m., the Mitch and Friends show. It's a very short show, only a half an hour, because
And
we
he
don't
has
want to
no
torture you,
friends.
make you tolerate so much.
Because he has no friends.
Exactly.
And I think we're about to get Molina away from him after a long.
Romina?
Romina,
What did I say?
you said a terrible name.
I did mean Romina, who I'm very much in love with.
Yeah, why won't Mitch just get out of the picture there and just like let you and Romina be happy? I don't understand.
Well, I have offered Romina a place to live. All right, we're going to Detroit. We got a Detroit. Detroit is up. They got the bases loaded, no outs. And we've got Zach Ministry. Here's the pitch. Ooh. Looked like a strike, but it was a strike. I think we're in the uh-oh. In other news, there is a game that is on the Mary Jane 6-pack, and that's the New York Yankees versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Yankees were trailing 5-3, but the Yankees just got a 3-1 homer and just went up by. Okay, here's no outs, 0-2 pitch, ball one. McKinstry or whatever it is. Yeah, so the Yankees are now up. Mary Jane needs that to happen. She's had a terrible few weeks in selecting games. 2-2 in Detroit. 2-2. We've got the bases loaded, no outs. 2-2 count. Here's the guy from Minnesota. I'm sure he wants to throw a strike, but he doesn't want to give him anything good to hit. But if he walks him, that'll walk in a run. Oh, swing. Went over to first base. He is out. Line drive to first baseman. He is out. I believe the guy's name is Clemens, who just fielded that ball, and is not the Clemens who used to pitch for the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. So now we have the bases loaded and one out. And Atlanta just went up with a home run and now lead 8-1. 8-1 over Cleveland. Right now it would be nice if Dingler, the catcher, he's up to bat. He is a guy, he's 1 for 2 today, and here's the pitch. Ooh, strike 2. That hurts when you're trying to get a big hit and you get 2 strikes on you. And they just took the game away. And they went back to show Atlanta getting the home run. But I already reported that. And now a long fly ball to right field. He's out. Right now, Detroit is 7.5 games up on Cleveland. Ooh, I wonder if Cleveland lost last night.
Very pretty girl, very exciting.
Thank you.
Oh man, gee, have we fixed our countdown clock for the 2-minute warning on closing show banter?
Yeah, I think it works. It doesn't work on the first thing because there's only a 2-minute warning at the end of halves. So it only works at the end of mid-show banter.
Okay. Well, we'll have to wait at least 10 minutes to experiment on that. I'll tell you when.
10 minutes? Are you closing the show early?
No. To move from mid-show banter to closing show banter.
Oh.
Minimum 10 minutes from now. Who's playing on the TV?
This is the Major League, and but it's in the commercial. I could go to the Yankee game, and the Yankees took the lead in this inning. And we must have a break there because they're in the commercial there. I was showing everybody a little bit about how I do my nails. I was filing my nails to make them look good.
That's very pretty girl. Oh, wow.
Thank you.
It's a very pretty girl thing to do.
Thank you. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead with the play-by-play.
No, the Yankees lead the Cardinals 6-3 still, but now the Cardinals are up. Here's Fried, who was having a tough time a little bit earlier, but is still in the game in the bottom of the 4th. I think if there's anybody who even gets a hit, they're gonna yank this fucking Fried dude. I don't know
Very
why
pretty
they
girl.
won't put in the Tiger game on this. Oh, Milwaukee got a home run, it looks like. So, no, they didn't. So, they've got two guys on, though, and they're trailing 2-1. Why wouldn't they show the bases loaded with Tigers? What is that guy's name that that on Thursday I'll be calling myself?
Hubert.
Hubert.
Hubert William Approvaya, violating the constitutional rights of Hubert William Approvaya. The Nazi voodoo conspiracy continues to violate.
Oh, not Nazi. No Nazis. Nazis is not even a word now.
Ooh. I hate to say this, but Monica Lopez never said hello to you. Oh man, gee.
Yeah. I think most people hate me, so it's probably
Well,
probably why.
maybe it's just Monica that hates you.
I think that's a bad assumption.
Well, I asked her to please say hello. I didn't want her. I didn't want Old Man G to be like the professor and Marianne when and the rest here on Gilligan's Island.
I mean, if you think about it, I am kind of like Professor and Marianne when you think, I make do science stuff and cook, so does make sense.
Uh-oh. Atlanta's beating Cleveland 8-1.
I don't think that's a Mary Jane six-pack game.
Yeah, but what it does is ooh. But what that does, to be honest with you, uh, the Guardians are 7.5 games behind Detroit. So we want Cleveland to lose. And Cleveland is just a terrible city because Ohio is a terrible state. And if you don't believe me, check out the last 3 Michigan Ohio State games in football. And you'll see.
Very pretty girl.
Thank you. Well, we got the Tigers there. And they had the bases loaded with nobody out. And they scored no runs. I think they had no outs. They may have had one because they did cut out of the game. And you wouldn't want to see this channel doesn't change when people are in scoring positions. But it's still Detroit 2, Minnesota nothing. And we're in the bottom of the 6th or 5th. 5th. Minnesota's got a runner on. And in the Milwaukee Cincinnati game, that Milwaukee's been winning, they've got a guy in first and third with I don't know how many 2 outs. So this could be a big moment here. Oh, the guy tried to bunt to score a Brewer, and they threw him out. So it's still 2-1 there. In Minnesota, Detroit is still beating Minnesota 2-0. But Minnesota's got a guy on first with no outs. Mize is pitching for Detroit. What's Mize's overall record? Oh, a hit.
He got 6 strikeouts today. His overall record is 11-4 with a 3.50 ERA.
That's pretty
Oh.
nice.
We have a question, Don. What is the game that you are doing play-by-play on right now?
Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. And Minnesota just got another hit, putting guys on first and second with no outs. Here's the pitch from Nyes. Looks like a strike. Let me make sure that it is a strike. I called it right. Matt Wallner's on batting for Minnesota. And how could a guy with a name like Wallner do anything good? We got it 101. Mize throws it up high. I am not going to watch the UFC tonight. All right, so we've got no outs. We got 2 guys on first and second. Here's the pitch from Mize. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Is Mize the second or third pitcher on Detroit?
I believe the second still. I don't think they got anybody that displaced him in the trade deadline.
All right, here's the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3! Sit down, you fucking twin fuckhead. You don't even deserve to be here. Detroit's got the best record in the American League, or they don't.
Very pretty girl doing very exciting sports play-by-plays. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we got 1 out. Guys on first and second. Here's a pitch from Mize. Ooh, it looks like a I don't know. Looks like a ball. Ball outside. 1 out. Here's the next pitch to Brooke Lee. Seems like a fucking pussy. Fucking pussy twin bitch. Up high, 2-0. Got 2 guys on. Mize, get your shit together, you fucking bitch. Come on, man. I'm pulling for you. All right, Mize looks in, gets the sign. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 2 guys on, 1 out. Swing. It looks like a drive to deep center field. Guy goes back by the wall. Off the wall. It's going to score some runs. Ball comes way the fuck away from the wall. Here's the throw. Okay, so they got guys in second and third. Come on, Mize, get your shit together. And now the Twins trail 2-1. 2-2. Excuse me. The guy scored. 2 runs scored on that play. So we got a tie game here in Minnesota.
Very pretty girl.
It's not pretty.
You're a pretty girl.
Yeah, tell me something I don't know.
You have a very pretty mustache.
Yeah.
Very pretty eyes. Yep, very pretty. Would you like more sports play-by-play?
Well, can't do it now. Let's see what's going on with the Yankees. And the only Mary Jane 6-pack game that's going on now. Well, we're between innings. Verlander, who used to be Detroit Tiger, won a Cy Young Award. All right, here we are. Yankees still up 6-5 over the St. Louis Cardinals. We're in the top of the fifth inning. We got a 1-1 count. This guy Gray. That was a four-seam fastball that he just threw for second ball, and the count is 2-1. No outs. Yankees are leading 6-5. Top of the fifth. Here we go. And here's the pitch from Gray to Dominguez. It's a changeup he decided to throw. And now it's 3-1.
Oh, very pretty girl. Would you like a comment?
Yes.
Neutrons says Don is quite the looker, ravishing good looks,
Thank you.
and a pussy magnet of a mustache.
Thank you.
Very pretty girl.
Yankee gets a base hit, so we got a guy on first, nobody out for the Yankees. They're winning the game 6-5, and this is Mary Jane wants this to happen. I believe that old man G also went with the Yankees on this game.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, Nacha Rouge 1973. Hi, Simply Don, Mary Jane, Old Man G, Terry Green Beans, and the rest of Ding Dong. Hello, thank you for joining us.
Nata Ridge 1973. Good dude.
At least they said hello to you. Something Mojo Yoga still has not put you out. Okay, so we got no outs. We got a guy on first. Yankees lead 6-0. We're in the top of the fifth inning. And here's the... Oh, no, he decided to throw over to first. The guy got back in plenty of time. Why don't you show the Detroit Tigers Major League Baseball big inning? Okay, really, nobody gives a shit. Oh, Cincinnati is still beating Milwaukee 2-1.
Thank you for joining us, Screen Gems. Very, very, very exciting. We are very well aware of that, and there's nothing to be done. Don, you look very pretty.
My volume's not working?
No, we just have you go from super loud to like super whispery, and we've been trying to address the issue for a few weeks now, and there's not
Maybe it's just my sexy voice.
You're just too pretty. You're too pretty, and the mic doesn't like adapting to it.
Okay. Don's volume 3, Mary Jane's 8. So I got to come up 5 volumes just to get close to Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm. Because, see, you're also facing away from your mic, and you're going from talking really soft to really loud.
Can you hear me now? Can I be heard now?
You're
Yes.
talking at your medium voice, and you did have your face directly aimed at the mic. So just you have to be careful with your play-by-play in your whispery voice.
I don't call it my whispery voice. I call it my sexy voice.
Okay, Nacha Ruse 1973 said yes.
Thank you. And thank you for coming on and saying hello to Old Man G, because he isn't the rest. He is a person. Mojo Yoga still doesn't understand that.
Oh, we have a new comment about this audio issue. Neurons says the aura coming off that mustache is damaging the mic! Exclamation point.
You think that's for real?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll buy into that. When they could be showing the Tiger game, they're not showing the Detroit Tigers. Keep showing the Rockies and Arizona because that's so important. The only game here that they keep showing that might be more important than the Tiger game is the Milwaukee Cincinnati game, because Milwaukee is, like, now they've got a guy on first base, and it is in the eighth inning or ninth inning. So I can see doing that. That I have no problem with. Because everybody's wondering, but well, who gives a fuck about Arizona and Colorado? Or
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hold on that play-by-play. It is now time for closing show banter, but we don't get it immediately. We need our timer to come in. Oh man, G, can you hit the clock?
Yep.
Don
It
was
is.
on Paul Mooney's album cover. Yes, I was.
Bravo, bravo. That was
2
your
minutes
first
and counting.
question. Oh, thank you.
Paul
That was your
Mooney.
first pretty girl modeling ad.
Paul Mooney, great man. I was lucky to have known him.
I didn't run into Paul Mooney for the first time as far as like knowing who he was until he was on the Chappelle show, I think. So it was kind of late for me.
Yeah, he was.
He did a lot more work behind the scenes than in front of the scenes,
Hmm.
but definitely a wonderful performer.
And whose name is always left off when they talk about the greatest closers at the Comedy Store.
Yeah. Why is that? Why can't you correct that?
I do.
For a
Whenever
minute.
anyone does that, you should just call them racist. Because why would they list like 3 to 5 white guys?
Well, what Brody Stevens used to do is when he would close the main room, maybe 2 times a week, he would say, I've got the Kinnison spot. And the Kinnison spot was the OR.
35 seconds
Till
Oh,
what?
to closing show banter.
thank you, Omanji. Neurons says, Don, how was Paul in private? Question mark, question mark.
He was a great dude, and I think he really liked me. And he used to say, during my act, say this. And he would have me do little bits, which
And
I was kind of honored, but I did have to put down the white race.
well, you can see it. There's like one YouTube video somewhere from Judging Mooney that came out around the time of his passing, where you're doing a version of that actual character that you developed over many, many years with him, playing with him, like you just said, at the Comedy Store.
Well, I
I
really
don't know if we
like.
can locate that video.
2 minutes is up.
So
Oh,
what? I
we
didn't.
are closing show banter. And
Pod,
I will say Paul Mooney absolutely adored Don in I saw him a handful of times. Um And whenever he'd pull into the Comedy Store in his spiffy car, um, uh, his eyes would just light up when he saw Don, and he would come right over and get Don and whoever Don was hanging out with, including myself, and go in the back, uh, sacred ground, or the before there was a private bar, just in the private area, and then just hold court.
Yeah, he knew. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think a lot of it came by the fact that I would always listen to him.
Well, that's very good. I don't know if Neurons understood you or not. He said he helped you punch up your set, question mark. That's beautiful, brother. So that
But
was
he didn't.
you talking during his performance.
Yeah,
But did he ever help you with your performance?
not really. He did one time after he watched me. He goes, "You finally got it. You finally got it." And I knew what he meant because, I finally took over the stage.
Did you know he was right before he said it? Did you feel that before when you were doing it?
Yeah, I
That's
mean, I
awesome.
knew I was to the point that I was doing it well, and but he was never there when I went up, so it wasn't like. But a lot of things in the Paul Mooney world was about Paul Mooney, so I'm not gonna lie and say, yeah, oh, he just, yeah, no, he just it was all about Paul. But he did say that to me, and it made me feel good. Atlanta is now beating Cleveland 10-1. Why won't you show the score of the Detroit Tigers?
I
Don,
can tell you if you'd like to know. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, go ahead, Omanji.
I can tell you the score of the game if you'd like, Don.
Is it 2-1 still?
It is 3-2 top of the sixth.
Who?
Minnesota.
Oh, fuck.
But 3 innings to go, so anything can happen still.
Well,
I
did
think,
did you have the timer on or anything?
nope,
Yes.
we're in closing show banter.
Yep. We have proceeded into closing show banter
And
smoothly and without turbulence.
Tyler Durton, I didn't pose a question, but he just said, uh, Eddie Griffin. Do you have any fun things to say about Eddie Griffin?
I will tell you this. Eddie was another guy, very, very nice to me, and he called Robert William Aprovia Satan. Oh, I know who you are, Satan, but the thing that he did do, which was pretty crazy, one time on a Saturday night, the second show in the OR, he went up on stage before anybody was brought up, and he never got off. Everybody was pissed because he wouldn't go off. And then at one point he said, "Who's up next?" He he said, "Who's up next?" And somebody said, "Don Barris." And he goes, "Oh, I didn't know he was up. Come on, here he is." Like, he went the entire show and wouldn't bring anybody up.
So the audience missed what?
Uh oh.
20,
Looks like
40, 50
Milwaukee.
comics, and
Milwaukee
then
is right. Milwaukee is tied up Cincinnati in the top of the ninth. You can read the manager's lips, and he just said, "Fuck."
And we do have a score update in Detroit. Detroit is tied at 3-3. Riley Green hit a sacrifice fly, and Trey Sweeney scored.
What inning is it?
It is the top of the sixth inning.
And we have one more comedy question because we are almost at the end of the show. Who was your personal fave? Question mark.
I don't know if I had a personal favorite, but I would say that I really enjoyed watching and learning from Paul Mooney. I really enjoyed watching and learning from Sam Kinison. Those were really good comics.
Okay, they've rephrased their question. Like who absolutely killed back then? Question mark.
Both those guys, Kinison, Mooney.
All those guys you mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about to wrap up closing show banter. Have we met our time quota, Omanji?
Yes, it appears we have.
Don, are there any games close to the conclusion that you would like to stay on to do more play-by-play with?
No.
And do you have any social media, Don?
No.
Okay,
Would
I'll
you
do
give
it
it
later.
out? Would you give it out for me?
Okay, you got to stare at the screen though and twirl your mustache while I do it. Blinky eyes, and twirl mustache with both hands. Both hands, twirly mustache. Blinky eyes, big eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Don Barris. You can find me. Keep doing it.
You mock me.
Okay, A with the circle, simply Don 1. Everywhere, Cameo and Facebook, Don Barris. Yes, you can get a cameo from Don with this glorious mustache for any of your holiday and or entertainment occasions. Cameo, Don Barris. Omanji, do you have any social media?
I was going to say too, you can go to simplydon.com and find lots and lots of buttons and links to go to things if you're new here and if you're watching later on and you want to go to stuff, go to simplydon.com. You can find Windy City Heat there. You can find the Big Three Premium. You can find all kinds of the podcasts.
Ding Dong Show highlights.
Yes, everything you need to look at. You can find that there at simplydon.com. It links in chat right now if you want to watch on YouTube or Twitch.
Wow.
And also, Tyler Durden had one last question for Martin Lawrence. Is there any Martin Lawrence comments, questions, stories?
Before he blocked me on his phone, Brian Holtzman used to be my friend. And I remember when he was my friend, I remember he said something when Martin Lawrence is up. And one of Martin Lawrence's security guards went over and beat the shit out of
Oh, wow.
Holtzman.
So does that give Martin Lawrence an A++ in your book since Brian Holtzman has still blocked you on his phone?
He has blocked me. And I told somebody who's going to Austin this weekend, my pal Lucas Hurrow, I said, he said, you want me to give any messages to Holtzman? I said, yeah, I have a new way of looking at things. Anybody who blocks me on their phone, I no longer talk to. And that was Brian Cosme right there, so I'm sure you might get a call right after this.
I already had several. Well, we said hi to him the other week.
You sure you don't want to answer it? He might not call back for a few months.
I'll bet he does. It's about the 8th call today.
Oh, Neurons says I'll catch you at the store later, Don. Love you.
We'll see if you do.
Why don't you, when you see Don at the store, let him know your screen name, and so then
And speaking of my social media, you can find me at oldmang oldman_G_ gaming on Twitch and oldman_G on YouTube. Follow me both places. There's going to be streaming soon. Played some Fortnite recently. We're going to try to do that again. So it'll be fun.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big hand for Don Barris for joining me today. He is the inventor and creator of all things Simply Don. And thank you, big hand for Old Man G, best moderator in the business. Bravo, bravo.
Thank you, Mary Jane.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. I am Mary Jane on Instagram, A with the circle, THE. SMOKINGMARYJNE. Tune in tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. right here for the Mitch and Friends show. Tune in right here on Monday at 10:30 p.m. for the Ding Dong show. Oh, but if you're in the Los Angeles area, you can show up at the Comedy Store at 10 p.m. every single Monday night to enjoy the Ding Dong show in person, or catch Don every single night at the world famous Comedy Store. Thank you very much. Final thoughts?